I really enjoyed Marc Jacobs' Masterclass. As a fashion design graduate and as someone that has worked in fashion my whole life, I found a lot of what he said really relatable. Working in fashion as a designer for a company, you don't usually get a lot of creative freedom. It's more about taking what sells and tweaking it a little for the new season, or adding some new seasonal colors, and executing the technical tasks to make it a reality, like checking measurements and having fit sessions. We really operate on the idea if it's not broken, don't fix it. We don't often start development totally new from scratch. We take what worked last season and we modestly tweak or build on that. This course reminded me why I wanted to be a fashion designer in the first place, for the creative outlet as a unique medium for self-expression. On Your Creative Voice, he says it's about looking at things and transforming them into something else. And it's good to have a focus, but be open to change and growth. On inspiration, Marc says that inspiration helps to narrow down seemingly infinite choices. It helps to guide in making decisions. I've heard this said before that constraints in creation can lead to better creativity. Check out the article in the description that I posted, 7 examples of how creative constraints can lead to amazing work. He also recommends to be inspired by life. Fashion is not an art, it is the art of living. A quote by someone, but he doesn't remember who. Experience life, be stimulated, and be inspired by it. Creating is an organically ever-evolving process, a months-long process of looking, re-looking, editing, adding, and tweaking. Inspirations are daily, and it's an ever-evolving process. He talks about how designing is a reaction to the inspiration. We express and communicate our reaction through clothes. And as a designer, his advice is to learn how to communicate what you want to say through clothes. His advice on trends is don't worry about trends, work on honing your vision, finding expressing your voice. Be decisive and focused with your choices. In order to have people understand or appreciate what you do, you need to have a focus. You need to have a voice and a vision that's clear and understood. Not necessarily by everyone, but by someone or a group of someones. The best things that I got out of this course are, number 1, learning his personal process and train of thought when designing a collection. It's super personal to each person, so it's cool to see his. Number 2 is the case studies are great. He explains the details of making clothes. He makes these really, really high quality clothes and he talks about it in detail. And these case studies bring out my appreciation for beautifully well-made clothing. And number 3 is it takes me back to the creative mindset of why I wanted to be a fashion designer in the first place. The excitement of being inspired and creating something to share with the world. Give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell icon to be notified when new videos come out. You can also follow me on Instagram at EmilyKellerCO, and I will see you in the next one.